Q4 is just around the corner, and this is the perfect time to prepare for it. So in this video, I'm going to give you 6 product ideas that you can add into your Etsy shop that sell really well throughout this holiday season. And make sure that you stay to the end, because I'm also going to give you some mistakes to avoid when it comes to adding products. So let's just get right into it. So before we get into talking about the products, if you're new here, you don't even know what Q4 is. Q4 is literally like the last quarter of the year, like October, November, December. And this is where most like sellers make all their income. We can like double, triple our income. So this is why we put such a huge emphasis on preparing, especially preparing ahead of time. So the first item that I want to talk to you guys about is sweatshirts. Sweatshirts is one of those items that just sells period, regardless of like being a holiday or not. It sells all year round, but it does tend to peak around like the holidays, or like because it starts to get colder in certain areas. So if you never thought about adding sweatshirts, I love sweatshirts because it's one of those items that just sells all the time, and it definitely peaks throughout the season. Number 2 is t-shirts. And I know you're probably thinking like, well, t-shirts are too saturated. There's too many people selling t-shirts on Etsy. And guys, there's a reason why we all keep talking about t-shirts, because t-shirts is one of those items that will never go out of style, and people will always buy t-shirts. And you would think because it's starting to get colder that people wouldn't. Some places is warmer than others. Some people are going on vacation. Some people just like to wear t-shirts all the time. So I have to talk about that because I still sell t-shirts even throughout the season. So don't sleep on t-shirts, and don't think that t-shirts are still too saturated and there's no money to be made, because it's all about like what you're coming into the market with. And also with t-shirts, think about like comfort colors. Guys, when I was doing a ton of research on my Halloween like niche ideas, which I'm going to be leaving a link for that video in the description, I saw so many comfort color shirts. So make sure that you don't sleep on those because they're super trending. People are loving them. They literally go on Etsy and they literally type in comfort color shirts. That's how popular they are. So if you're like maybe don't want to do like a Bella canvas or like a gilding, and you want to keep things maybe a little bit more trending, or because they're being so like more popular than like just like a Bella canvas, add comfort colors t-shirts into your shop, because that's also another way for you to be able to stand out against your competitors. Number 3 is ornaments. Ornaments is one of those things that peak really well through this season. Guys, there's shops that literally make 6 figures just selling ornaments. And if you still need like a whole tutorial about ornaments, I'm going to be leaving a link in the description for like my ornaments little design tutorial that I did. But guys, don't sleep on ornaments, because there's a lot of people that make their whole income just selling ornaments. And don't think that they only sell during like Christmas, because there are like a lot of like evergreen niches that people target with ornaments, and they still make sales like throughout the year. Of course, they're gonna make like most of their money during like Q4, but there's people that sell just ornaments and they still make sales the rest of the year. The 4th item is candles. Guys, candles, I've seen candles boom this past year, and I love them because they make the perfect gift for like, you know, somebody that's like close to you, but not close enough that you don't really know what to give them. Especially because like when it comes to like apparel, like you have to know people's sizes. And with candles, you don't. You might just have to know maybe like a hobby or like something that they're into. And candles is also great for like beginners, because a lot of people just do like text based with candles. So you just have to find like a nice text, put it on a candle, and also you can get super funny, super clever. And that's why I love candles, because again, like as a beginner, it can be hard to like learn how to combine like graphics and fonts, and you know, or just a graphic, or what goes well together. You just have to find like a nice, legible, bold font. If you can even make it funny and make sure that you're targeting a specific person, candles are a really great product to get into. Number 5 is mugs. Like candles, mugs is another one of those products that you can get super funny with, super clever. You can target a specific person with them. Again, you don't have to be so like clever, or you don't have to be so like design savvy when it comes to like matching like graphics and fonts. You can literally just do like just like a text based like design, make it funny, make it clever, target a specific customer. And mugs is also another one of those things that like when you don't know what to buy somebody because you're not so close to them that you know their size, you can get them a mug. Number 6 is blankets. I love blankets because the profit margins for blankets are huge, because again, it's like such a big product that It's like the whole perceived value. You can charge so much more for a candle and you can increase your profit. And with this one, like there's a lot of like personalization. There's so many like niches you can target. There's so many angles you can go about it. But blanket is one of those items, again, that if you don't know somebody's size, but you know them enough that you know what they like, you can buy them that product and it will make such a great gift during the holiday season. And there are two bonus products that I want to add, and those are like Christmas stockings and wrapping paper. I know these ones are not like that great to like sell maybe like the rest of the year, but I wanted to bring them up because if you already, for example, sell items that can complement that, like if you already sell ornaments, or maybe you already sell home decor, you can kind of add some of one of these two items to complement what you already do, especially because there are people that are willing to spend like a little bit more for like a nice wrapping paper that's a little bit more like customized that they can't just find like, I don't know, at Walmart or at Target. And also Christmas stockings, like if you're already selling like maybe home decor or even ornaments, this is another thing that you can add. You can add some like level of personalization, like target a certain niche with it. So I had to mention those two. Of course, those are not items that probably won't, sell that well, like besides like Christmas, but because they are going to peak through like this season, if you already have something that can complement those products, those are like two extra ones that you might consider adding into your shop. So if you made it to the end, and as promised, I told you I was going to give you some mistakes to avoid when it comes to products. And if you made it to this end, make sure that you type in the comments like mistakes so I know that you're with me this far. So the first mistake that I want to talk about is this whole adding like a bunch of products. Like I know I just gave you like 6 products and like 2 bonus ones, but the point is not to just go take this list and say, oh, I'm just going to add all these products. It does not work like that, guys. Like in order for you to get really good at something, you have to focus. Like you cannot add like ornaments and blankets and sweatshirts. They add the same design into all of those and then sit back and wonder, why am I not making any sales? And the reason is because in the beginning, your designs are not that great. So spreading your designs in different products, you're thinking it's gonna give you more eyeballs, more people are gonna come into your shop and find you and buy from you, and it's not. Because if your design is still not what's in demand, what people are looking for, it doesn't matter how many products you added to, it's still not going to sell. And also like each product is kind of unique. You have to like focus on one at a time so you can learn like what does really well for that product, like what fonts, what colors, designs, like what works well, right? And same thing with like the mock-ups, like what does really well. And as you start to see traction, like let's say you decide to pick like sweatshirts, right? And you start to see traction and seeing what's working, then maybe if it makes sense, you can add the design into a t-shirt or a mug or a blanket. But start with like one product at a time so you can get really good at that product. And then as you begin to see traction, then add that product to like, or add that design to other products. Number 2 is assuming because you have a product that sells really well on Etsy and people are looking for that product, that you're just going to make sales. And the reason is because the product alone, yes, of course, you want to have a product that people are looking for, but the most important thing is your design, guys. If I have like a sweatshirt and people on Etsy are looking for sweatshirts where my design is still horrible, people are not going to buy that item. It's kind of like why you sometimes see like a design on like a really bad mock-up, right? Or like really bad SEO and it still sells. It's because that seller has gotten really good at giving people what they're looking for. So design still comes first. Like demand still trumps everything. Demand is king. So you still have to focus on your design skills. Like that's the number 1 priority, regardless of what product you're offering. Yes, having products that people are looking for help, but if your design is still not there, it does not matter. Nobody's going to buy it. So for that reason, I want you to really focus your time on researching. Really spend your time like looking at what, buyers are looking for, like what's selling, what they like, what they don't like, colors, fonts, placements, like doing all the work that it needs for you to figure out what the customer is looking for and make it about the customer. Don't make it about you. Get in the customer's mind. It's not about what you like, what you think is cute. It's all about what the customer is looking for. And if you're still struggling with the whole like, well, I don't even know how to research and I don't even know what I'm looking at and what to do, make sure that you do check out my Stupid Easy POD membership. I'm going to be leaving a link for it in the description, guys, because that membership literally holds your hand when it comes to research. I have so many like research videos to kind of help you figure it out and how to do it, like how to do it inside of Etsy, because I love to do research inside of Etsy, and also outside of Etsy, because there's so many like inspiration that happens outside of Etsy. There's so many trends that you can also find outside of Etsy. So in that membership, I kind of hold your hand and give you so many videos from Etsy, outside of Etsy, to kind of help you get in that mindset of like the customer and think like a customer and what you should be looking at when it comes to research. And if you're looking for more product ideas, make sure you check out this video next, because on that video, I give you 11 product ideas that sell on Etsy that you can add into your Etsy shop right now. So see you on the next one.